guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Petite Mama YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Eunice. I'm a mom and I'm a wife, and it's all about lifestyle, motherhood, and everything good about being a mom. So today guys, I'm going to share with you what I use when it comes to cooking. That is my list of spices. I'm just from the supermarket. I just wanted to top up a few spices that I didn't have, so I'm just going to share with you my list. And to make this more interesting, please let's talk more in the comment section. Share with me, let me know what spice do you think I should give it a try, or what spice do you think I have missed. And also let me know if you've learned 1, 2 or 3 things from the spices that I'm going to show you guys. Also, if you're new here, please remember to subscribe. Down below there's a red button, click on it. It's totally free, but it's going to support my channel in so many ways, and I'm going to appreciate it. So without wasting time, let's get on to this video and see what we have in our spices collection today. So first thing first, I think I'm going to start with the tins that I've just bought. Okay, I had some, but today I've added some. These tins, they look like this. I think I did a video about these tins. So today, because I was in town, I happened to pass by around Perida Center, that's Du Bois Street, where the hawker is, and he sells them for only 50 bob. So I've added like 4 more, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to use. I'm going to leave his number on the description box, so that in case you want to purchase any of them, you can give him a call and he can easily give you the direction. That is if you are in Nairobi CBD area. So first one is this tin. I want to use it to store my Royco cubes. As we talk of storing Royco cubes, how do you use your Royco cubes? But I think for Royco, most people use them for basic use, you know, like putting them in beef stew, in cereals. So here's where I'd put my Royco cubes. This was like a honey, it had honey. So I'm going to transfer them because this looks a little bit more cute. So I'm just going to transfer them. Wow, nice. And I think I should arrange them just to make them look much better. So this, and it looks much better. So my next container, in my next container is this. I think I'm going to put in my chicken cubes. So for chicken cubes, whenever you're preparing your chicken stew, just put 2 or 1 cube, and it's just going to spice up your chicken a little bit more. Or rather, that's how I use them, because they're definitely chicken flavored, so they just add better flavor, or the chicken flavor. They enhance the chicken flavor in your chicken stew. So let me just transfer them to this empty tin. And I was actually supposed to add some more, but I was at Naivas and they didn't have them, so I just gave it a pass, maybe next time. So I'll put them here. Now let's get to our first spice. So my first spice here that I have is pilau masala. I've opened this one, but I think I have a new one that I've not yet opened. So I never miss to have pilau masala. That is one because I cook pilau every week. I love pilaus. Growing up with a Taita mom, rice dishes is like, you must know, you know, you never miss to know rice dishes. And one thing that we learned best from my mom as siblings is how to cook pilau. And I think nowadays I've actually become a better cook when it comes to pilau than my mom. But another top secret that nowadays people do, if you want your pilau to be a little bit darker, you can add soy sauce. So let me get that soy sauce. Here's my soy sauce. This is the one that is dark superior. So if you want just the rice to be a little bit darker, you add the soy sauce, and it's just going to make your pilau to be more darker. Some people love their pilau darker, and some just love it, you know, just a little bit colored. So that is okay if you just use your pilau masala. So I never like pilau masala. Another spice is a garlic powder. So I put my garlic powder in oven roasted potatoes. It's like when you're marinating them, I put salt and then the garlic sauce, the garlic powder, and then some oil, and just put it in the oven. And then when they come out ready, they'll be having that garlic taste. Very good, guys. You should give it a try. Apart from that, I also use my garlic powder in any stew. Beef stew, you know, it's the same way you use kitunguu saumu, because garlic is definitely kitunguu saumu. Another spice number 3, guys, is turmeric. I have turmeric powder. I never lack turmeric powder. One, also because sometimes I love my rice colored, so I add it in rice and just gives it the yellow color, you know, when you're just tired of having plain rice. So I add it in my rice and gives it that extra color. I also add it in my potatoes before I deep fry them. If you just want to have like colored fries, something like that. But I also put them in my potatoes, and they give your potatoes that yellowish color. So when you're eating, you just, you know, spices, it's all about making the food look nice, just to satisfy your soul also. So that's what I use turmeric for. Another spice that I have is mixed spices. Mixed spices, these ones have actually, I think, expired because they've been here for so long. Reason being, I'm not a big fan of mixed spices. Most people use them maybe in beef stews, but I feel like the taste when it comes to mixed spices is a little bit confusing, especially if you're combining mixed spices and another spice. So the food becomes also a little bit confused. So if you're using mixed spices, I prefer you use it just the way it is. Don't add another spice. Don't do mixed spices and then decide to add some coriander or decide to add some, you know, something else. So I'd rather use it just by itself, but I rarely use the mixed spices. Another spice that I have here is a black pepper. Black pepper, we have this black pepper which has a grinder. So what you do is that you just lift the tip, and then now when you drop it like this, then you hear that sound, it just automatically grinds. The difference, I think the difference between this black pepper and this black pepper is that this one has a grinder, this one doesn't have a grinder, but I prefer this one because I feel the taste is felt faster, like it's more tastier. Like the impact of this black pepper, I don't know if you can get me, but the impact of this black pepper is better. It also tastes much better. So black pepper I never lack, because sometimes I love my foods a little bit spicy. So that's the use of the black pepper. And this one is a little bit more expensive, definitely because of the grinder. And definitely I'm going to talk because I think everything is tropical heat, man. Tropical heat. So another spice that I have is this one. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's written cayenne. By the way, I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never used this spice before. It's my first time that I bought it, and it's written used to season egg dishes, hot sauces, soup, beans. So I'm going to give it a try, because I'm not sure if there's a difference between this and paprika. So paprika is another spice that so many people don't know where to use it or how to use it. In fact, today at the supermarket, after picking this, someone else came there and they were so confused. Actually, there were two ladies. So they're asking themselves, like, where do we use this? What is it for? And then people assume, I don't know, because it's put there some red hole. I think people assume maybe it has that bitter curly taste. People assume maybe it's black pepper kinda-ish or pili pili kinda-ish. So paprika, for me, I use paprika. It's a red powder. Inside it's a red powder. I use paprika when it comes to any kind of stew. It can be chicken stew or beef stew, because paprika does not have a taste, but I feel it gives you stew color. It gives you stew color. It's the same way you add turmeric to have a yellowish color. Paprika gives your food the reddish color. So it gives your stew, your soup, the reddish color. Even when you're serving it, you'll kind of see like it's reddish. So that's paprika. If you didn't know, you can give it a try if you're just a big fan of colors when it comes to food. Another spice here is coriander. I think for many of you use coriander, but dhania. This is dhania. So coriander actually has a taste. You'll actually feel it when you add it in your food. And I use it also in any stew. And these spices, if you want to use all of them, just put small quantities so that you can be able to have a taste of each. But unless you're very keen with your food, you will just feel like the food has spices, but you won't be able to tell which spice it is. But for me, coriander, I can actually tell if food has coriander, because the taste is very conspicuous, if that's the right term to use here. Another spice that I have is tea masala. I've not tried tea masala, but I actually got it because, guys, I love tea. I really love tea. So today evening, as I usually take my evening tea, I think I'm going to put it and give it a try. How many people have used this tea masala? Let me know how it tastes. Did I pick the right thing, or will it mess my tea? Let me just know, guys, in the comment section, because I just wanted to have a different taste of tea, because I'm used to tea, you know. So this is also a new spice that I've picked in my collection. Somehow this looks like an advert because everything is Tropical Heat, but I can say Tropical Heat is one of the best brands when it comes to spices in the market, and I think because it has been in existence for quite a long time. But I'm not a brand person, because I know there's so many other good brands out there in the market that are doing so well, but people just don't know about them. So I just got Tropical Heat because I've been consistent with Tropical Heat, but I think for many people Tropical Heat is quite expensive compared to so many other brands that you can find in the shelf when you go to the supermarket when it comes to to spices. So as long as it's something similar to what I've shown you, still a spice. Another spice, guys, here that I have is cardamom. It's called cardamom. Cardamom. What? Cardamom. Cardamom. So the trick, my other spice just walked in. Seriously, I'm doing a video.
Huh?
What spice are you? This is my everyday spice. So you're my everyday spice. He's just a constant spice. Yeah, you're a constant spice. Speaking of which, Ebu tell me the other day when I put cardamoms in the mahambris, how was it?
When are you cooking?
So you cook every day?
At the Mahamri.
I can cook anytime.
They were awesome.
They were awesome, guys.
Now we are demanding another session of Mahamri eating.
Okay.
Because I miss it.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye. Let me finish. So I was talking about cardamom. Cardamom, actually, thank God for my neighbor Mama Twins, we discovered this spice, or rather how to use spice. Okay, for us. So she prepared mahamri the other day, and she added cardamom. So she brought for me a few pieces, and they were so good. So I asked her, like, what did you add? She told me she added cardamom, and she's been having cardamom for the longest time. And cardamom, guys, it's the most expensive spice from Tropical Heat, because you see, for normal average, this how many ml is this? How many ml is this? You see, this normal tin, 100 grams for normal spices, I think ranges from 200 300, but cardamom, the 100 grams goes for around 500 and something. So cardamom is expensive. So I got a small container. This container is the one for 50 grams. So I got 50 grams, and this 50 grams goes for around 256 bob. So cardamom, I got this small container because definitely I think now I'm only going to be using it to do mahamris, and as you've heard, hubby loved the mahamris, so I'm definitely going to prepare them again. So that's how you discover what to do with spices. I know we have an option of going to YouTube maybe, but sometimes just getting to understand from someone, getting to learn a spice from someone, or it becomes much more interesting, because you're able to get one-on-one information of how they use this spice. So let's move to another spice, that is, have I mentioned cumin? So cumin in Swahili, I think they call it bizari nyembamba. Okay, from my mom calls them bizari nyembamba, but here it's written jira or kisibiti in Kiswahili. So where do you use cumin? Cumin is part of the spice that is put in pilau masala. Yes, if you didn't know, pilau masala is a mixture of so many other spices. So cumin is part of a spice that is also added in the mixture of pilau masala. So for me, cumin, I use it to make mandazis. If you want your mandazi to have just an extra taste, you can add this in your flour while you are mixing. I also add cumin in my beef stew. I also add cumin in my pilau. When I'm adding the pilau masala, I just add this extra kiasi, so just to give it a whole enhance it, just enhances the taste. So let me go to something else. I've talked of pilau masala, I've talked about cinnamon. Cinnamon is also another interesting spice that you need, especially if you bake a lot or if you love pancakes. You can add cinnamon in your pancakes, you can add cinnamon in your cocoa. You know, the way you prepare tea, do you prepare like just hot water and some cocoa, you can actually add your cinnamon, because cinnamon is also a spice that is also added in tea masala. So because it's even written here, I think, let me just read, I think I saw it. Yeah, ingredients, they have ginger, cinnamon, cardamoms, cloves, black pepper. So for cinnamon, for me, I use it in baking, I use it in pancakes, and yeah, in tea, once a while in tea. Another spice that I haven't mentioned is yeast. We all know yeast is a rising agent. So for me, I use it in my bakings, mostly mandazis, and I don't use it on pancakes because I use self-raising flour. So I only use it in mandazis, just kidogo too. Or I also use it in bread. I've used it to make bread several times. So I had another one, but I had to get this one because if you leave your yeast open for a long time, I think it becomes weak. So hiyo nguvu inaisha, you get the point. Okay, so another one is this one I had, but I just added, this is coriander, so I had this one, I just added another one. And what you can do also, if you don't want to buy this pack, you can get this other, also another brand that is good is Top Food. Top Food are very, very good, their brands are good, and they come in this container, so in this sachet, so that you can change it now to this tin. You can change it into this tin. Another mention is basil. Basil, these are leaves, dried leaves. I use this also in my stew. You can actually feel a taste of basil when you put it in your beef stew. Yes, kidogo tu, juu tu kidogo tu. It's like the way you add dania finally when everything is ready. So when you add basil kidogo tu, you can actually have a taste of the basil. Another major but basic is roiko, which is a mix. Wow, where do we start? I think we use this almost in everything, and I think this is the first spice that most people get to learn and understand before now they grow and develop to other complicated spices. So what else have I not mentioned? I added white vinegar. I put white vinegar in my salads, basically. Yeah, only salads. Where else do I, yeah, only salad. I can't think of anywhere else where I've put white vinegar, unless the other extra uses. But when it comes to cooking, I just put it on my salads. So what else have I not added? Let me check. I think I put everything what I have in my. So guys, that's it for today, and I'm going to see you in my next video. You can leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this spice collection. If you're not a big fan of spices, it's understandable because they have different reactions on different people. So that's it for today guys, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye. Subscribe.